Hello everybody! In this tutorial we will make an exercise about drawing this staircase that you can see here in pink color. Actually, this drawing is a part of an exercise to draw a floor plan that you can find it out in the description of this video. So, be ready, as we are going to start. Before starting, we can add a layer just for the staircase. So in this way we can have our different elements well organized. I'm going to start with the command line. And as the thread width is 25 centimeters, go to this endpoint, move up and type 250 and draw a horizontal line up to the opposite wall. Next, with the command offset, I type O and press enter, and I can draw the other threads very quickly. Specify 250 for the offset distance, click on the line, then I can see on the prompt sentence, specify point on side to offset or 3 options, exit, multiple or undo. I'm going to choose multiple, type M, and press enter to place several objects with a 250 mm distance between each other. It's very simple. I just click 4 times and press enter. Now, I'm going to draw the railing. This is very easy, and the first line is located at 50 mm from the wall. I draw it vertical till the top, and the second line, I'm going to make it also with 50 mm, but this time to the left of the first line. Then, for the last rises, it's a bit more complicated, but I will show you one of the several ways to do it. I'm going to start with the vertical line, which is where the staircase starts. It's located at 1250 mm from the wall, and the length of the line is a bit shorter, just 870 mm, and that is the run width of the first riser. Then I'm going to draw an arc using the start, center and end points. I click here for the start point. The center, I'm going to place it at 300 mm down, and for the end point, I click here. Next, I'm going to offset the arc with a distance of 50 mm to the other railing outline. To draw the remaining threads, I'm going to use the path array. That command is located here. I select the object to array, and then I click on the path, and what happened is, more than 400 lines were generated, as the spacing between objects by default was set to 1 mm. To fix this, I can click on this icon to unlock the number of items, and then I set 5, which is what I want. Finally, to distribute these 5 lines equally along the path, I have to change the option measure and switch to divide. Yes, as you can see, now they cover all the path. But before saving this array, I'm going to uncheck associative because I don't want to convert this to an array object, so I wouldn't be able to do the next step, which is extending these lines to the walls. I type EX, press enter, select the boundary edges, and then click on the lines to extend. But I'm going to reactivate the command again, so I can extend the lines also to this arc. Okay, finally you can draw this end side of the railing. As it doesn't have specific dimensions in this exercise, just do it as you wish. I'm going to draw also a circle here. To finish the stair, I'm going to trim the line segments that are not necessary. For example, these ones here, and also in this side. Then press Escape and delete those 2 lines. At the end, don't forget to trim also these parts of the railing. Another thing, as there are also lines overlapped here, select the one shorter in the selection cycling and delete it. Finally, to draw the arrow, I'm going to draw a line from this right side of the stair from the midpoint. And then in this intersection, I draw a vertical line until here. To finish the arrow, I'm going to draw here a diagonal line. It doesn't matter the angle. And finally, I need to use the command mirror to place a symmetric line on the other side. In conclusion, the method I used in this video was one in several possible, of course. I hope this helped, and feel free to explore other ways to draw this same staircase. That's all in this video. Please feel free to visit my page on Patreon, where you can support this channel if you're happy, of course, and there you can also get access to the exercise files. I would really appreciate that, even of course, I'm already grateful that you find these videos useful for you. So, thank you very much for watching, see you next time.